Hey everyone, today's topic is what do you do when you're burnt out from tax season and pretty much you're done with public accounting. Now, I worked for a CPA firm for 2 years and worked through 2 tax seasons, so I know exactly what your 70-hour work weeks and 7 days a week and 1040s coming out your and well, then on top of that you have your 940s, your 941s, your state unemployment crap that falls in the middle of those 1040s. And so anyway, what do you do when you're sick of public accounting? Well, pretty much you have two options. Obviously, you can go and work for a private organization, or you can go work for a publicly traded company, or of course nonprofit, whatever. But after I left public accounting, I then went on to work for a private lawn and landscaping company, kind of as an assistant controller type role. I did the books for 5 of the subsidiaries. I did all the payroll. I did all the inventory accounting, and it was a privately owned company. They had an ESOP, which is an employee-owned stock program, and the benefits were good, which is kind of unusual in a private setting. Normally the benefits are not that great. This particular place that I worked at had really good benefits. The people were really cool, and the work-life balance was awesome. I could pretty much, as long as I got my work done, I could come and go as I pleased. I didn't have billable hours. I didn't have to worry about what I was going to bill for my time on Another71.com forum. So I loved it. But then I got a hold of this recruiter who said, you know what, your company's getting big enough. What if they get bought out or go public or whatever? What are you going to do? You don't have any SEC reporting skills. So I thought, you know what, I need to go work for a publicly traded company. So that's what I did. I went and worked for a shoe company that, if they're not Fortune 500, they're close. And I worked in their general accounting area. I did all of their SOX controls and all that stuff. And I found out that I hated it. And I had my little cubicle. I made more money, but I wasn't any happier. And I wish that I could have gone back to my previous gig in private accounting. So the grass isn't always greener on the other side, or if it is greener, it might be because there's a septic tank underneath. Maybe that's a Kansas thing. Maybe you don't have septic tanks where you live. Anyway, and then I went on to work for another publicly traded company, and I worked with the state government because we were a regulated utility, and that was all right. So the benefits were good, the pay was really good, but then I left that, and now I do Another71 full time, which is the best decision I ever made, because I do every morning I get up and get to do what I enjoy doing, and that's help people, or get made fun of and get accused of making crap up on the internet, and which isn't true. So I guess to recap this little rant is, if you're tired of tax season, go find a privately held company that you think you might be a good fit, that has long-term future growth. You don't want to go join some company that's family owned and you're like the 5th person that works there and probably won't be around in 5 years. Or you can jump to industry, but just know that the hours in industry aren't necessarily better, especially during quarter end, month end, and especially quarter end close, and then year end close really sucks. And usually the environment in industry lends itself to politics, and if you're not Big Four, and if there are Big Four alums who work there, you can rest assured you are going to hit that Big Four bias. And if the CFO, the controller, the assistant controller, if they all come from a Big Four environment and you're not Big Four, they will probably look down their nose at you. So just know that will probably happen. So if you're looking to jump ship, make sure that you have a place to land before you jump.